So my role at Indigenous Media was in development as an intern. So I was reading a lot of screenplays that got submitted both for feature film and for TV. And I also read a lot of books and articles that might be interesting to adapt into films.
I learned a lot, especially about the entertainment industry in general, because especially like where I worked, it was kind of a hub for like working at a representation agency. There's a lot of people coming in, a lot of like different talent, and so you get a sense of like everything that's going on in the industry. So I like learned so much, like picked up like a lot of jargon.
My role at iBeam was their communications intern, and I did a lot of writing newsletters, copy editing, grants, interacting with artists.
This was my very first summer internship since high school, I think. I haven't had a creative internship before, so this was definitely a little intimidating, but mostly really exciting just to see what it would be like on the day-to-day to work in such a creative industry, and I really enjoyed it.
So in the past, I'd interned mostly in the editorial space. I was working at a celebrity news site one semester, and then I was at Variety, the entertainment publication in Los Angeles last summer. So I really had mostly experienced the entertainment industry from both of those perspectives. But I'd also had a development internship in Philadelphia in the Comcast Center that worked in the same space, TV film development, but what was different about it was that job was unscripted, and the Broadway video job was scripted. So I was finally working with content that people had written for the screen and material that people were pitching for the screen that wasn't like a reality show or a documentary series.
Yeah, this was one of the best internships I've had. Super hands-on, a very small team at a larger company. So I was working with in an office of 4 or 6 people on a given day. So I had a ton of interaction with the artists we were working with and with the managers. But the company itself has hundreds of employees in all aspects of music, so I ended up getting to learn about different aspects of music. So
the RealArts internship was really different from my previous internships. It was my first time working in writing, really, as a copywriter and also in brand strategy at Viacom. So the entire field was really new to me, and they were super welcoming and took the time to really teach me the ropes so that I could catch up and really contribute to the team.
I really got to work in realms where budgets were much higher than I ever worked with, and where distribution was much broader, which really just allows you to interact with a lot of different types of companies and different types of people and different types of experiences, and I got at my smaller, more independent experiences prior.
So I think one of the best things about working at Fox is that a lot of, so basically the way it works is that there's a lot of creative execs, and they all had assistants who were no more than 2 or 3 years older than me, who are all very generous with their time, very willing to sit down with me, get lunch, talk about my future, which is awesome because now if I decide to move out to LA, I kind of have this younger, awesome, wise group of people who can connect me, as well as older execs who are generous enough to sit down with an intern.
I would say that this internship with RealArts at Tremolo made me think a lot more about working in documentary video. I had previously done writing and narrative journalism stuff, but it made me kind of see the overlap between the two fields. And I got a lot of really good advice from a younger Penn alum who worked there, and also a Penn alum who was the chief of production at Tremolo.
So I'm returning full-time next year to Management 360, so definitely affecting my future plans. And I couldn't be more excited. It really was the most incredible 3 months, and it's going to be hard waiting until next summer to go back.
So I'm from San Francisco. I'm a very West Coast girl, and I did not really see myself liking New York, but I loved it. I had such a great time. The office is in downtown Soho, and it's really cute. It's in a great location. It's right off the Canal Street stop on the subway, which you can get to from anywhere. There's a lot of cool art and culture and fashion and food and pretty much anything you could ever want in New York.
I got to explore more of Philly because of course I'm here during the school year, but I got to really get to know like the restaurants and area around the museum, and also we went on a couple field trips to other museums and other locations with the PMA, so like the historic houses that are kind of far away but still kind of close by, but I never would have gone if I wasn't in this internship.
Yeah, there were so many opportunities for doing things on the weekends with other Penn students. There were a lot of other people out there. Went to a lot of shows, great shopping and eating, stuff like that. So I really loved it. That was probably the first time I've spent this much time in Los Angeles, and made me think about moving back there for sure.
There are a couple anecdotes that I would love to talk about, but I actually can't because it's kind of confidential information when it comes to clients and their work and stuff like that. But you do kind of get the perk of being able to open all their fan mail in the office.
We did get some funny tasks along the way because Mark Platt is such a successful producer. He knows a lot of celebrities and he has to keep in good contact with them. That's part of what being a producer is. So I did help wrap Joseph Gordon-Levitt's brand new baby's gift, which was pretty fun. We ran out to Toys R Us to get it and wrap it. And then we also made a present for Maya Rudolph right before we were casting her for The Christmas Story.
My favorite memory was just working with with this manager that I work very closely with. I remember one time I was supposed to leave work around like 5 o'clock because I got in a little early. And I ended up going to her and being like, hey, I'm about to head out. And then we just ended up talking. She had so much work to do. And she ends up talking to me about the industry and like how she had like worked on all these cool shows like The Daily Show and like the original British Office. And I remember I ended up leaving like a little past 7. And it was just like one of the coolest talks I've ever had with someone in the industry, or just one of the coolest talks I've ever had in general.
Definitely. I think that it's really open to what you want to make it to be. Like, they will guide you through general steps, but they gave me a lot of creative freedom, and they just gave me the time to explore my own interests, which is what I thought was the best part.
Yeah, I would definitely recommend the internship. It was super fun because it just exposes you to so many cool things if you're passionate about film, entertainment, or even if you just like, I don't know, being part of like movies in general and you think they're interesting. It's so cool because you're getting to see the conversations that happen to create those things that you love. You're getting to read the scripts, you're getting to see them getting changed and improved, and you're getting to like sometimes even see celebrities, and it's a really cool experience. I would highly recommend.
I would definitely recommend that if you're interested in a specific internship, try to reach out to some of the people that have done it previously. That was very helpful for me because it kind of allowed me to talk about a lot of specific things about the company in the cover letter. So yeah, definitely don't hesitate to reach out. And yeah, I would definitely recommend applying. It was a really great experience.